Hello viewers, I am Will Keith, and I am here today to review the 120 General from Buck Knives. This is the most recent blade sent to me by Caitlin. It's another blade I've been wanting for a long time. She didn't know that, she just knows me well enough to know exactly what I like. So this is another huge shout out to her and her husband Riley. And this is just a straight up beautiful blade. I'm going to bring it in closer to the camera so you can kind of just get a look at it before I really start talking about it. It's just altogether a extremely sleek and beautiful blade. It feels amazing in the hand. The handle is the absolute perfect size. I'm gonna bring it in even a little bit closer here. I don't know if you could see in detail, but down there it says Buck 120, and then it's got that little symbol next to it, which tells you what year it was made. This one was made in 2017, very recent. And then USA, it's made in America, no Chinese nonsense. I got the cold steel machete on my back here, mainly just so I have the sheath here so I can put the blade in it. The sheath, genuine leather, real leather, not the classification genuine. It's real, actual leather, really thick. The blade's not going to really go penetrating through it. It's got kind of a thin, I think, wooden or plastic. Yeah, it feels like plastic folded on the inside. Oh, that comes out. Yeah. Plastic sheet on the inside so the blade doesn't accidentally cut through when you put it in there. Good button clasp, easy to unbutton and quickly access the blade. The sheath is, you can see the quality in the sheath as well as with the blade. The handle of the blade is cocoa or diamond wood. The blade itself is 420 HC stainless steel. Now I know stainless steel is a bit of a trigger word for blade enthusiasts, but even the worst stainless steel, when your blade's less than 12 inches, it's completely fine. And now, I'm not some kind of metallurgist here, I don't really know exactly what I'm talking about, but according to Buck's website, they use some kind of special steel that approaches the durability of a high carbon steel while still retaining the properties of stainless steel, where it's not going to rust, it's not going to get corroded, but I'm not going to pretend to know exactly what I'm talking about. It says stainless steel, but in a blade less than 12 inches, it's completely fine. It also says that it's properly heat treated, which will also increase its strength, so I have utmost faith in the quality of this blade. I'm not entirely positive what the pommel down here is made of, and this, it's definitely some kind of metal. It's not plastic or anything. It could be actual copper, but I don't know, some kind of steel. Either way, it's metal, and it's not going to take too much of a beating there, so I'm sure that's going to be fine. But I just like looking at this thing. Another thing about it, it is insanely light. Like, this whole thing weighs maybe like a quarter of a pound. It feels like I'm holding the wind. I'm gonna get this thing back up on my shoulder here. It's insanely light. It's not even a super thin blade. Like, you can see that it has a good width to it. And it does get much thinner up here, but it's good steel, it's well forged, it's all handmade. It's not machine pressed like a lot of other knives are. This is a legitimate quality outdoor knife that I have here in my hand. So I'm going to move on to the cut tests. I have a whole bunch of these small guys and one bigger jug. Alright, so first I'm just going to do basic, like, Resident Evil style cut here. Oh my goodness. This is the first time I've tried cutting with it. I mean, like, I've used it for, like, actual, like, cutting. Like, I've cut rope with it. I tried cutting paper, but this is the first bottle cut that I've tried. But I'm gonna actually take this off, get a bit of a better range of motion there, not worry about it sliding down. Jesus, look at this. I might even be able to get another cut on this. I'm gonna bring it all the way back here. This Holy fuck! This is like those knives that you see on YouTube with the guy cutting like 15 or 20 of these in a row. This has to be the first fucking legitimately. I'm gonna try it again. I don't know if I'm even gonna be able to hit it, but if I do, I think this should cut. Gonna line it up. It knocked it off, but it cut. It cut. Unfucking believable. Alright. You know the next thing I gotta try. Alright. I've done this successfully with katanas, never with a knife or a machete, but we're gonna see now. I'm like losing my composure completely here. Holy. This is. Caitlin, I can't thank you enough. This is fucking magical. Nah. Alright, I guess that's not gonna work. Close enough. Alright. Now, like I did with the cold steel katana machete, I'm gonna try it retarded ninja style. No promises on this one. Knocked it off, so cut. Good enough. And now this way. I didn't even feel that touch it. Like, that was exactly the same as just swinging through open air. Like, even the first couple of cuts, when I was swinging it like I should, I actually felt it hit. That was nothing. I'm glad I have this sheet here, or else these bottles will be flying into the woods. At least here I can gather them. Alright, now I'm going to try coming in this way. Let me get it close to the edge here. I like that little hop it that is like point. That splashed back pretty good. Bled that one out pretty quick. I have a couple of these small bottles left. I am soaked. I'm going to try to really get it fast. I'm going to try to do 1, 2. But this way it's not all that reliable, I guess. Shit! I'm much better swinging like that. Just cut through the empty bit. That was great. I knocked out the bottom and I kept this part on. Alright, so if that's how it's gonna play this, I'm gonna cut like this first and then come back in a combo. Hopefully it stays on. Yeah, I should be able to get that. Alright. Now, the bigger jug. I could probably hit it and cut through the whole thing because the blade is long enough. See there? But I think it would be more fun to just straight up brutalize the thing. So I'm going to give it some nicks. Come in, you'll see. I almost completely drained the thing and I still got the full cut. And it wasn't even weakened. It's full plastic where I cut that all through. I had it already cut right there. I am like, I'm trying not to just have a happy attack right where I'm standing. I have never handled a blade this sharp. None of my katanas, none of my knives, none of my machetes even come close to the edge on this thing. Holy shit. You know, Caitlin told me, she said that this was her favorite blade, and I can fucking see why. This is insane. Now, this is advertised as a general use outdoor blade. So, as great as it was on the bottles, I would feel like I was not doing a proper review if I did not give a few hits into a bit of wood with this. So, I'm gonna come over here, pick up the camera, and fix the camera. Alright, got this bit of wood here. This is the tree that I cut down. First I have this vine that's getting in the way, so I'm gonna try to just get that real quick. Oh yeah. Alright, now I'm not going to be cutting through this whole thing. I'm just going to be giving it a few whacks and make sure the blade, nothing happens to the blade. If it does, I'm going to feel really fucking bad, but it shouldn't. First I'm going to cut through the paracord that's in the way. Get that out. Alright. It buries in very deep on each hit. I'm not really trying to cut through, I'm just giving it whacks. You can see it's grinding it up pretty good. Blade looks fine. I'm going to test it closer up afterwards. Look how deep that goes in. Oh, I can't even get it out. There we go. Alright, I feel like I've given that enough of a whack. Gonna put the camera down here again and go back out here. Alright, blade edge is completely fine. I feel like I'm gonna cut my thumb just rubbing it sideways. Absolutely no rolling on the edge, no deformation, no chipping. The steel didn't even get dirty. It's really smooth steel, so usually I have to wipe that off pretty good, but there's no visible schmutz on the blade after that. So, I should also mention that the tip, this is one of the straight up pointiest things I've ever seen. The Cold Steel Gladius machete that I used to have out of the box might beat it for straight up pointiness at the tip. However, that blade, it rolled at the tip after I tried thrusting into some wood with it. This, I'm sure will not do the same. And as scared as I am, I'm going to test that. Going to go back here. Alright. Here goes nothing. This is the exact thing that damaged the Cold Steel Gladius machete, so. Alright, that's in. Hanging there by itself. Pulling it out. Trying to get the camera to focus on that. No rolling on the tip. Totally fine. Awesome. So this is a good steel. I don't know if it would still hold up if it was the full length of a sword, but for a good 6-7 inch blade here, I'd probably say it's about 6 inches from here to the tip. As a knife guy, this is the most beautiful fucking blade I've ever seen, both visually and functionally. I'm going to be using this so much in the future, and I could not be happier with literally about anything. Like, I'm trying not to nerd out too hard, but like, in my mind, I'm like on the floor making out with this knife right now. So, take that how you will. Again, thank you so much, Caitlin. You have done so much for me. And this thing, unbelievable. You were completely right. And I cannot wait to use this in more videos. I'm going to be doing a lot with this. And hopefully it will hold up. It should. So, I guess there's not much more to say. Thank you for watching. Thanks again, Caitlin. Big shout out to you and your husband. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Ending video.